What's up, people? I know I was supposed to post a video on Sunday, but my laptop broke, and if you can notice, this is not Windows, this is Linux. And if you can notice, I'll tell you, this is Linux, okay? But the configurations are, the environment which we will be coding, I will be coding is similar actually. This is a bash terminal which comes inside Linux. This is that folder only which we were coding in, and obviously this is our file which we left off in the variables and types. Okay, let's comment that out. And you've seen the single line comment with double slashes. These are single line comment, and using star and slash opening and star and slash closing. Now here we can type and it will not be comment, and this is called multi-line comment basically. Okay, so our next topic is conditionals. By the way, this is Linux and I have no idea how I'm gonna edit videos on it, so even if I say something wrong, I'm not gonna take it out from the video. Please understand. I will just record it and post it on YouTube. So let's start with conditionals. Okay, shall we? Conditionals. What are conditionals? So basically conditionals, like you are walking on a road, okay, and the road branched out into two or more branches or two or more roads, okay. So you walk on only one of them, right? Because based on certain condition, based on where you want to go, where you want to reach, that you'll choose, right? So these are only conditionals, like it will branch our codes into different blocks, which will be executed based on certain conditions, okay. And the most common used conditionals is if statement. There are two more statements, but if is really common and you're going to use it a lot, okay. Now if here we have to write a condition, basically a condition that will return true or false, like 6 is less than 16. It's true, right? So console log yes, you are right, Mr. I'm not gonna type that. Okay, so before okay, let's just run it. First we have to move inside the JavaScript folder and node index. Yes, you are right. Okay, now how will we check that? You should not follow me, just make it false and let's see if this executes or not. Okay, let's just save it. Let's again node index, nothing happens. Okay, let's see, console log normal program body, save it, run it, normal program. Okay, so the point is, if this condition is true, the code inside this block will run. The code outside that block will always run like your normal program, okay. Like the compiler or interpreter is reading line by line, coming down, and it reaches if statement. Now if it will check the condition, it will see its block. Now based on condition, it will run the block or don't run the block, and then again it will keep executing every line of code, okay. That is conditional, but this is really common and really simple conditional. The next, you can add an else. Now console.log no, you are wrong. Now let's see what just happened here. Okay, now when you add an else block inside your code, one of them will always run, okay. If the condition is true, then this will run, and the interpreter will ignore this block. It will not sees, it will not see the code. Okay, but if this is false, then it will automatically run the block. Okay, run the else block. Okay, because else doesn't have any condition. Okay, the condition above, the condition inside the if above the else, if it is false, then else will run. Simple. Okay, now then comes else if. Else if, what's this? Okay, so else if says if 6 is equal 16, then console.log you are right this time. Okay, now I know we all know that this will not run, right? So yeah, no, you are wrong. But if we were to make like less than or equal to, then it becomes true. You are right this time. Okay, so now what else if does is that it will, what if else if does. Okay, so the compiler or interpreter is coming, reading the code line by line, then this comes if statement. Okay, it will see the condition, it's false, it will ignore this block, then it will see this condition, it sees it's true, it will execute this, and it will not see the rest of the code of the else or else if block. Like if I have another else if here, let me just copy paste, let's see, 1 2 and 3, only one runs. No matter the rest of the condition is true or not, it will not see the next blocks. That is really important to note. Okay, so that's else if. Now you'll use this really a lot of time, like if like you have a nav. Okay, now you will check if it is home page, then you will change the home button to different. If it is a blog page, then you will change home. There's a lot of applications of conditionals. So that's just implementation part. One thing I would like to tell you, I would like to ask you, okay, I want to say console.log 6 equal 6 and 6 equal a string of 6. What do you think these two statements should return? Okay, either true or false. Okay, we all know that. So what should this return? So whatever the timestamp is, I don't know, but just comment down below if you know the answer. So let's test it out. Both are true. Now this is a little problem, because it is comparing number to a string and telling that both are equal, which is not really good. So there comes a concept of triple equal to, which is I think just available in JavaScript. None of the other, not even Python has it. I guess if it has, then I don't know. I'm really a noob in Python, so I won't comment on that. Okay, so what triple equal to does, it basically compares value plus data type. Okay, so 6 equals 6, value is magnitude is 6 and data type is also number, so it is true. But here the value is 6 but the data type are different, so it is returning false. One is string, the other one is number. So if you are thinking where to use what, you should always use triple equal to always, never use double equal to. In other language there is no, the concept of triple equal to is not what do you say, available, but where it is you should use it. Okay, now next condition, there comes a switch statement. Switch case basically, let's see, we'll define a character. Oops, it's not Python, bro. Let character, or let's see, const character is equal to a. Okay, now we'll compare character. Just see this for a moment and let's see, case it's fine, case a, it is a. Oh, what am I doing? Console.log, it is a. Likewise I'll do it for b2. Why isn't it? Oh, what? It's not multiple selecting, I don't know why. Okay, let's see. Looks like I have to do that long way only. B, if it is C, D, E, let's come here, E, D and C. Okay, now it also have a default like if has else, nothing above all the condition are false, then else code will run. And here we have default console.log log default ran default condition. Okay, now let's see. What the hell? Okay, what just happened? Switch takes a variable, okay, and it compares. Switch, this is really important to understand. You cannot compare anything with switch statement. Like you cannot compare greater than or less than. Basically that's what comparison is. You can only compare equal values. Okay, like character is equal to A, is equal to B, is equal to C, is equal to D, is equal to E. Okay, so but everything ran plus default condition ran. Okay, then what's the point of switch case? We'll just place this code in our normal program and everything will run. But we have to use here break. Okay, break keyword. What this does, let me add it everywhere. Oops, the default doesn't need because it's the last one. Break basically means if this is true, it will go here, run this code, then run break, and break breaks the switch statement. Break will also break the loop. Basically break the block. Okay, it will break this block. This block will not run after the break statement. Okay, let me show you. It is A. Okay, let's change it to E, and this became false, so it went inside. B became false, C became false, D became false, E became false. It ran the statement, breaks out of the, you know. Now here we can do multiple what do you say, combinations. Like if we don't want to use B, if we want to check if either it is A, B or C, then we can completely erase this. Okay, we can erase this, we can erase this, and we can type it is either A, B or C. Okay, and let's keep it B. Okay, so now when we'll run, it will run either A, B or C. If we'll type here A, it will run either A, B or C, because it became true and it is falling down. Okay, it doesn't see any break statement, it keeps falling down. Okay, because once the case becomes true, it will move to every cases below it until it is stopped using break. Hope that's, you know, easy, right? That is easy, right? So that's switch case statement. First one was if else, if else, if else, and second one was switch case statement. Now okay, now third one, the most most confusing syntax, ternary operator. Ternary operator because it takes three, it is an operator which operates on three operands. First one is condition, second, let's just see, man. Okay, now here we'll see let's see, 45 greater than 7 question mark, console.log yes, or console.log no, baby. This is a little, you know, confusing syntax, but it actually is the most, you know, I don't know, I really am not getting the word, but basically you will use this a lot in React. Okay, that's a JavaScript framework, front-end framework. I use it inside you know, mostly, and I use it more than if else statement. I tell you, if I teach that in this channel or on Udemy, I will show you that definitely, obviously. And so this one is condition. Okay, let's analyze its, you know, syntax. Condition, like we put in inside the if question mark, then if it is true, true statement, then we put a colon. That's not a semicolon, that's colon, dot dot. Okay, that's colon, shift plus semicolon. Okay, false, falsy statement. That is the, you know, and the semicolon is optional as always the case. Okay, I guess I haven't really turned on the format, that's why it is not format on save. Yeah, let's format the code. Yeah, it's good now. Yeah, it's good. Okay, now loops, let's move on. Okay, you can add, you know, multiple condition, like if it is true, then it will check another condition. If 45 is greater than I don't know, greater than or equal to 45, let's make it false this time, 76 question mark, then it will do something like console.log second true, console.log second false. Okay, now it should print second false. Why? Because when it checked the first one, it sees it is true, then it will run the block before semicolon, before colon. Okay, then it will check this thing, and it's false, then it will execute the statement after the semicolon. But basically, if you want to nest your condition, you might want to use if statement, because it is more I don't know, you can understand the code better. Okay, this one becomes a pretty confusing, especially for beginners, because I know I would never use this type of code I am also a beginner and I will never use this. Okay, let's just quickly move on to loops, because it's already 20 minutes and I want to finish this. Okay, loops. What are loops? Basically, loops are something which enables you to do one thing more and more and more and more, like I am doing right now. One thing more time, like I don't know. Okay, let's just comment this, remove that comment and comment this. Okay, let's save it. Let's see, nothing runs. Let's clear the console and let's move on to loops. Okay, basically loops, what are loops? Loops help you to execute a single command or single block of code over and over again. Why do you want to do that? Let me show you something. Okay, actually, okay, let's do that. For this is a for loop which I use the most. Okay, for you have to declare a variable here, let I equals 0. Okay, and now I will next till when you wanna run this loop. Okay, I less than 10. Okay, and how you wanna increase the I plus equals 2, or I can say I plus 2. This is a long form of writing it. You can just simply cascade it and write plus 2. Okay, and now I wanna do something like console.log. Now, did I tell you about template string? So basically you can use this is block code. Let me zoom in and show you. This is not single quote, this is block quote. You can find that above your tab key. Okay, so that's, and what this will do is you can write here like this is, and then put a $, then curly braces and I. Here you can execute JavaScript inside this, like you can access variables outside just using $, and this, because this if I use outside this $, it will be treated as a string. It will print I, but here it will get the value of variable I and print it here. Okay, if you don't trust me, try it yourself. Okay, let's just do that. Whoa, we never incremented. Okay, sorry, this became an infinite loop. Okay, this condition was actually, why is it always, oh lol, I am such a lol, man. It's not equal plus 2, it's plus equal to. Okay, now this became infinite loop and it won't stop until our processor got out of our RAM got out of memory and it stopped working. It became slow and all whatnot, overheating, what happened with my other laptop. By the way, if you didn't know the story, you should check out my Instagram. I uploaded the video and I'm uploading many things there, so please check it out. I did that weirdly, sorry. Okay, now let's 02468. I did this because mostly you'll see that it is just I plus plus, incrementing I by 1, and I used to think that we cannot use anything except this here, but it's not true. You have to increment your variable so that at one point the condition becomes false and this loop break. Okay, now let's see how this loop is running actually. Okay, when the interpreter sees this for loop, it enters here, it sees the variable I have to, basically variable controls the loop. Okay, this is control variable. I don't know if it is called that, but yeah, it is control variable. So this statement runs just one time in the loop. Let I is equal to 0. Okay, I is set to the value of 0. Then it sees this condition. Okay, it sees I is less than. We have to run the loop. We have to run the block inside this code inside this block till I is less than 10 and I value is 0. Then it will come inside it. Okay, this won't go here, this will come inside the block. God. Okay, so after this block runs, this will go here, it will update the value of I, then it will come again here, it will check the condition, then it will again go inside, and it will keep happening till the I becomes 9. It will increment it, it becomes 10, it will come here and it will see that it is no longer less than 10, it is equal to 10, and it will come out of the loop. Now there are two things that you have to keep in mind. I know there are two more types of loop, while and do while, but I want to make some things that is general to loop clear with the for loop only, because this is the most non-intuitive loop and most used most commonly used, because I use this. I already told you that. Okay, now if I want to skip some number, okay, now then there are basically there are two keywords, continue and break. Break you already saw. Break breaks the loop or breaks the block that is running. Like there it was switch, here it is for. Okay, then if we break, like here also, like I don't know, if I equal lot of equals, if I equals 5, break. Okay, one thing more, if there is only one statement, you need not put bracket. Okay, this applies to if also, this applies to loop also. If we were only executing this block of code, we need not apply the same brackets, but now that we are adding another piece of code, we need to apply the bracket. We need to surround it with brackets. Now oh man, what I was doing, if I equal 5, break out of the loop. Okay, it will just run till 4. By the way, if we will move it downwards, then it will run till 4, because the 5 prints before it and then it will break. Basically that simple logic, you should understand that. Okay, now there's another keyword, that is continue. What continue does is really interesting. See what continue will do. You see, here's 0, here's 9 like before, but here's no 5 in here, because what continue does, it says, okay, the loop is running. If I see 5 if the value of I is 5, then continue with the loop. Like you should not execute, you will not execute, I don't know what model should be there, but it the loop will not execute the code, below that, uh, below the continue. It will continue will jump the code to here, basically update the variable. Okay, it will not execute the code below it, and here the continue serves no purpose. Yeah, no purpose, because there's no code below it. So moral of the story, you should use continue above some code, you should break after that code. But well, ultimately it will depend on your code, but that's what code continue and break does. It basically gives you power to control your loop any way you want. Okay, now that we are through with loops, I want to go to explain you two types of more loops. Okay, so here for this we have to actually do these three things in different places. Like first we have to define a variable, declare a variable, let j equal 0. Then we have to check, here comes while, this is another loop, for while, and another one is do while. We'll see that. While j is less than 10, let's do the same only, right? We'll copy this, we'll copy it here, we'll post it here, update it here, and actually, you know what, let's just increment it by 10. Okay, and we have to update it. Remember, this is really important. You have to update the variable which is controlling while loop inside the block only. You should not update the variable like g++ here, because this is outside the loop and it will not be executed till the loop is broken. So we do it here, and let's see what we get. Cool. 0 to 9 runs the for loop. Let's see here. For when the for loop breaks, while loop runs. So while let's make it a big actually. Cool. For till 9 it's for, then 10 to 19 it's while. Okay, now same thing, continue, break, same. Now here one more loop, do while. Here also we have to do let k equals 0 plus 10 plus 10. Actually I'm just showing you that we can do arithmetic anywhere we want. So we can, the point is we have to update and do the basically run the block of code before checking the condition while k is less than 10 plus 10 plus 10, and here we'll add do while. So here we have the same simple code, just rearranged. And one thing to notice, here we actually semicolon doesn't make any difference, but if you put here semicolon, here you may put after this, but if you put here semicolon or even here semicolon, or even if if you put semicolon, this code will become a separate part. Like it will not depend on this, it will only run once. And if you put if semicolon after if, it will I don't think it will show you any error. It will show you a warning, but this code will not depend if it is true or false. It will always run. Okay, so that's the point of semicolon. Okay, like here we should yeah, continue. You can only use continue, I guess, inside the loop. That's why. Okay, so the major thing difference between, you know, what do you call it, yeah, while and do while is that, let's change the condition so that the loop never runs. Okay, we changed it. Now let's see, I is 0, I is not less than 10, so it will break out of the loop. I is 10, j is 10, j is not greater than 20, so it will not run. But something interesting will happen here. Let's see, do while runs one time, so which means that even if the initial condition is false, do while will always run once, but while and for will not run even once if the condition is false. And this you can use it like, let's see, if you are taking you know, some variable, like value for variable, like I don't know, if you are and if you want a positive only, okay, you are inputting some value from user and you want positive value only. If he or she, I'm sorry, if he or she puts negative value, then you can say here like while k is less than 0, less than or equal to 0, as you see, keep asking for the value. Okay, and when he gives a positive value, you come out of the loop. I hope that helpful. Okay, now loop, you saw the loops. Okay, you saw the loops. I won't move to function just yet. I want to show you something cool with loops. Okay, you can do multiple nested loops, like matrix. You can make matrix, right? Okay, let's do this. Let I equal 0. Okay, let's make 1. Let's make I less than 6. Okay, so it will run from 1 to 5, I plus plus. Okay, now let's make another loop for let I j equals 1 and j less than 6 again, and j plus plus. Let's make a square, console.log, and let's print a hash. Whoa, what did happen? Okay, it can't print hash. It is, you know, let's see, you can't print that, right? That's a little disappointing. Let's see if this works. I don't think this will work. Print is not defined. Okay, let's see. Should I Google it? Should I Google it? Oh no, let's do it as homework. Okay, you have to make a square like this. I don't know, let's make a comment here. Oops. Okay, you have to make 1 2 3 4 5 1 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, 6. 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, you have to make this, which does not look like a square, but you know, you can use 5 5, do anything you want. Okay, Now you have to put that this code is fine. You just have to see that this prints in, what do you say, a single line. Let's see, console.log backspace, I don't know, backspace should work. No man, no. Okay, you do it. I don't know, I'm not remembering if we can do that, print in a single row or not, but basically we can do that. This realize C is so simple. I never thought about it. Actually, I never printed pattern in JavaScript, that's why. And I'm just giving myself tasalli, so let's move on to function. Okay, what are functions? Functions are basically functions are basically piece of code, block of code, which can be called over and over again whenever we want. I know this doesn't make sense, but let's write a function. To declare a function, you can just write a function keyword, then write its name like name, or print my name. Let's take an argument. I know in basic you won't take, I'll just take name. Okay, I know this is not a beginner course, right? We are using, we are learning it by applying it. So this is not a beginner's course. We can do it. Yeah, console.log. I know you are thinking I'm gone mad, but I've not gone mad. Let's use template string hello and name. Okay, what it's doing, if we run it, let's clear the console, nothing happens. Okay, because a function needs to be called. Okay, function doesn't go anywhere until it's called. Yeah, it has a lot of attitude, ego, man. Print my name, let's give it Arpan. Hello Arpan. Okay, now what are we doing? We don't need to give this. Okay, we can simply do that. ARPN. Okay, I'll wrap this up really soon. Okay, this is a simple function without any parameter. This is called a parameter so that it can be dynamic. Name. Okay, this is a name. So basically this function, if we want to do, basically it is just one line of code, so it doesn't matter. But if we want to use a long piece of code, like let's say if user logged in, then only we wanna else console.log please log in. Okay, you want to do this. Okay, and here it is, user logged. Let's just copy it. I can never let user logged in equals false. Okay, and we pass here name. Oops. ARPN Arpan. Please log in. Okay, now if it was single line of code, we can use it over and over again. But copying your code, single line, what do you call it, same code over and over again is wrong or bad practice. Okay, so that's why we use functions and make our code more modular, so we can use it over and over again. And let's say we make it here, user logged in equals true, and we can see please log in, and at some point user logged in, then we can add hello user or hello Arpan, which is me. So basically function makes our code more modular. We can call it over and over again. We can make our function make our code into small functions and make it together, keep it together. We can keep our function in different files and call our function at a main file. So basically functions help us to divide our code so that we can handle our code more easily. Like this is print my name, so it makes sense this code inside this function should print the user's name, right? So if you want to check, we don't have to look through whole code. We'll just go to print my name and it will, by the way, if you were wondering how I did that, I'll just press Ctrl, move towards the function, and it will give what the function is. That's pretty cool. If we click on it, it will redirect us to the function. Okay, that's pretty cool. So yeah, so the function is basically helps to make our code more modular, and basically that is it about the function. There are return types, like this function isn't returning something, it's just printing the name. Okay, but if we want to do like function name sum, oh okay, let's make function different type, like sum equals a comma b. By the way, here also we can take name, surname, like that. Okay, you get the gist, right? This is called arrow functions. Okay, and we'll see return a plus b. What is this doing? So basically, like we declared function using function keyword, this is basically a constant variable sum, which is a function. This is arrow function. Okay, basically you can see this as a function keyword because you can actually declare, I guess, a function like this: multiply equals function a comma b. I hope this it's correct. Return a multiply by b. So yeah, these are two types of function. You can declare functions in three ways. This is function. Okay, this is also function, this is also function. These are basically functions like variables. Okay, and this is function. Basically these are three types you can define function. This is a really modern way, and I prefer this because this looks cool. And yeah, that's it. Let's delete this and let's use this multiply 3, 5, and I don't know, sum. What happened? Sum. What am I doing, man? Multiply, and nothing should happen. What? Okay. So in the previous function we were console logging, but in this case we are just returning. When returning, we have to take it somewhere, right? If something is returning, we have to keep it somewhere, store it like in a variable. Like we can say here, let sum of 3 and 5 equals. Okay, we can do this, and we can do simply like console.log this. Okay, and in the same way we can see console.log this. Doing okay, yeah, this. Now you can see console.log as a function, which it should be, that takes an argument which then will run some code which will print the value to the screen, and this is a function which returns it. Console.log never returns, it just takes the value and prints it to the console, but these return value which is basically taken by the console.log. And I think I am just repeating myself over and over again, so by next video we will see how we can manipulate HTML and CSS items or elements using JavaScript, and let's make this video